98% of traders are sheep, blindly lining up every single day to get slaughtered. That's not an exaggeration. This is exactly what's happening.
Oh my god, I just got murdered so hard.
All the fog is out of my wallet right now, all the shogget.
You ever wonder why trading seems insanely popular despite most people losing? Well, it's simple. The elite 2%, the wolf traders, need sheep just like you to enter the market. They need you to trade, to chase pumps, to panic, to FOMO, so that they can quietly steal all of your money. Does this sound like your trading experience so far? Trades immediately going against you, feeling like someone is always watching, waiting to snatch your profits? Well, they literally are. But imagine flipping that script completely. What if you could become one of those wolves? Now, I used to be a so-called day trader for nearly 15 years, and despite all my hard work, I embarrassingly never reached 7 figures in a year. Yes, I made multiple 7 figures overall, but it wasn't until something changed. I discovered a highly confidential edge in the markets, which allowed me to achieve multiple 7-figure trading years. And here's the irony that's gonna blow your mind. I decided to trade less, to reduce my trading time to just 1 day per week for 1 hour. This is called the quantum cipher system, something I've literally been gatekeeping for years up until now. No more stressful trading hours glued to the screens like all these fake forex gurus. In fact, this strategy is time zone independent. Forget about being chained to your computer for London or even New York opens. Forget about setting alarms at crazy hours when you're on vacation. With this new system, you can trade from anywhere in the world at any time you choose. You see, sheep traders chase the markets, but wolf traders like me set traps and wait patiently. When you know exactly how to position yourself, you don't chase. You calmly wait for the market to come to you. You set the trap once per week and you leave it. True set and forget freedom. There's no chasing pumps, no anxiety, no stress, just predictable, consistent profits without needing to be on your computer and phone all week, which is a complete burnout. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how the elite 2% traders use this freedom strategy to effortlessly siphon profits from losing traders and how you can quickly and confidently join them. So if you're still here, you're probably sick of being a sheep, sick of feeling trapped in that frustrating cycle where every trade seems rigged against you. So let me ask you this. How many nights have you spent lying awake, staring at the ceiling, your mind racing, replaying every lost trade, every missed opportunity? How many mornings have you woken up dreading another day at the same dead-end job, feeling like you're going nowhere fast? Well, you're not alone. I know exactly how that feels. You watch others seemingly effortlessly pulling money from the markets, posting profits online, talking about freedom and flexibility, while you're stuck wondering, what the hell am I doing wrong? Why can't I figure this out? Well, the reality is harsh, but it's simple. Trading is designed for most people to fail. Think about it. If everyone made money in trading, the whole market actually wouldn't work. It literally needs people, traders like you, the retail sheep, to consistently lose so that the elite wolves can actually profit. Profits aren't just made out of thin air, they have to come from someone else's account and then transferred into yours. Every guru and furu you followed, every magic indicator you bought, every alert service promising you huge returns, they've all left you in the exact same place where you started, or even worse. They keep promising you that you're gonna make money, but deep down, you know the truth. They're making money off of you, not the markets. Now, I'm gonna drop a major truth bomb on you right now. You know all of your favorite traders online? Have you ever seen them trade on a legit, regulated broker? No. You probably haven't. So why is that? It's because these traders secretly own the brokers that they're pushing to you and B-book all of your trades. So what does that mean and how does that affect you? B-booking is when a broker takes in your deposit, but instead of placing your trades live, they give you a fake account to trade because statistically, they know you're gonna lose money anyway. That deposit that you just made is not yours anymore. That's immediate revenue for their business and cash in their pockets. And if you somehow become profitable, like when I made $200,000 on one of these forex brokers, when I personally requested a payout, they demanded endless documents, bank statements, tax returns, crypto wallet history, anything to stop me from getting my hard-earned cash and profits out. Every withdrawal request I made was denied, but to deposit money on this broker, they required zero information from me, just an email. These fake traders manipulate trades on MT5, inflate balances, and paper trade million-dollar accounts. Think turning $100 into 1 million fast is real? Well, it is, if you own the broker and manipulate the trades behind the scenes for YouTube. Don't believe me? CoffeeZilla has exposed this scheme clearly in multiple videos. Or ask ChatGPT right now about offshore B-book forex brokers. That's the real reason they all have multiple supercars in their driveway and promote it on YouTube. and never show results from legitimate brokers. When I share my performance, it's always been on legitimate brokers, like Bybit, major exchanges with transparency and public CEOs. You need to open your eyes to how this game is really being played and stop being fooled by all these Fous out there on YouTube. It's infuriating, right? You put in your hard-earned money, your precious time, your hopes and dreams, and what do you get back? Anxiety, frustration, and a shrinking bank account. That despite all your effort and dedication, you still haven't cracked the code. But what if I told you it's not your fault? You've been set up to fail from the start. You've been taught to trade like a sheep, and sheep only have one role, and that is to feed profits to the wolves. So let me ask you bluntly, how many hours have you wasted piecing together random YouTube videos, hoping that they're somehow gonna create a profitable strategy? Listen, most free strategies online are deliberately incomplete. Real profitable strategies are closely guarded secrets, gate-kept by the elite and wolves who dominate the markets. These aren't strategies you're casually gonna stumble across on YouTube. I've been trading professionally since 2005, longer than most of today's gurus have been alive. I've been through every cycle. New gurus come along, hype you up, burn you out, and then disappear. Quantum Cipher is not just another strategy. It cuts through the noise, gives you absolute clarity, and lets you trade with precision, consistency, and most importantly, freedom. Now, let's talk honestly about my trading journey. No sugarcoating. Like many of you, I started out as a broke college kid, drowning in anxiety, uncertainty, and most importantly, a lot of student loan debt. I dreamt about becoming a successful stockbroker, inspired by movies like Wall Street, a fantastic movie. But behind the scenes, I was barely surviving, blowing my small savings mostly on 40-ounce beers to go party, just to numb my fears about my future. Then something crazy happened. My family somehow got $500,000 inheritance from my great uncle. Now, we thought we had all struck gold, and we got this stock tip, and everyone jumped in on this sure bet biotech stock called Cytomedics. Convinced we were gonna get rich overnight, desperate, impulsive, I also sold my car that I had at the time to join in. Initially, the stock soared and we felt like geniuses, but reality soon crashed down hard. When Cytomedics failed their FDA approval, it tanked 95% overnight. My family lost everything. That 500K gone in a flash. All because we were hyped up in this cult-like idea of getting rich quick. And the brutal truth hit me. Chasing get-rich-quick fantasies never worked. Even after escaping that disaster, I didn't learn right away. I jumped straight back into penny stocks, following random trading alerts and trading strategies I found online, with zero discipline or plan. I blew through multiple accounts, and I kept losing everything repeatedly. Every small success that I had was soon wiped out by impulsive and reckless trades. The cycle of taking one step forward and two steps backwards left me just completely exhausted, broke, and deeply frustrated with trading. But after 3 years of constant losses, something finally clicked. I mean, it had to, right? I realized I was still just throwing darts and hoping for that occasional bullseye. I mean, at this point, I had been trading for 3 years. I had many wins and many losses. So I decided to backtest and look at my 3-year trading history and find out exactly how my winning trades worked. This is where everything clicked. I created my first trading system. It was called the Fous 4. It was backed by data and had a complete rulebook to follow. I was fully confident that I could make this work. But then 2008 happened. Just as I started to build some profits again, the financial collapse nearly wiped me out. I was devastated, but little did I know this was actually a massive blessing in disguise. Bear markets are what make traders, not bull markets. When the dust settled, I had a full trading system in hand and my first bear market under my belt. So in 2009, I took my last $5,000 and turned it into over $100,000 in just 9 months. That was my turning point. I dropped out of college my senior year and I went all in. I became the youngest certified author at Seeking Alpha. Then I joined Profitly as a verified guru and tracked nearly $500,000 in verified profits. I bought all my dream cars. I traveled the world. And admittedly, I went full on douchebag, doing cribs videos at Pablo Escobar's mansion with models, throwing yacht parties, you name it. Now, I can't deny that I was having the time of my life, but it was short-lived. Day trading is a grind. What was once exciting shortly turned into my kryptonite. What people don't tell you is how much stress is involved in actively day trading for over a decade. It weighs on your soul. I fell deep into drugs and alcohol, full-on depression, and despite my income being quite large, I still wasn't happy. And while I'd reached 7 figures overall in trading, I never hit my goal of 7 figures in a year. But I knew it was possible. I just couldn't get there doing what I was doing now. And I realized the only time I was ever actually truly happy was when I was traveling. So desperate to escape all the drugs and alcohol in Southern California, I sold everything. And I traveled everywhere: Bali, Thailand, Europe, China, South Africa. But reality soon struck hard. I was still stuck to New York time zone. My whole travel and trade marketing tactic was actually a full-on scam. I was still locked into New York time zone no matter where I was. Miserably trading in the middle of the night, I was a full-on zombie during the day. I didn't have freedom. I had a job, and I had to clock in at 9 a.m. Eastern time 5 days per week, no matter where I was. So just desperate to get some sleep and actually try to find some happiness, I quit trading. I went live on YouTube and said, this is it. I'm done. I genuinely thought I would never trade again, ever. But then in 2020, during COVID, I got a simple DM. It said, buy XRP. I was like, what the fuck is XRP? Crypto, my friends. Crypto. With the market open 24/7, 365 days a year, and moves 100 times bigger than stocks, I realized I wasn't burnt out on trading. I had just been doing it the hard way this whole time. So backed by nearly 18 years of trading experience, I began backtesting and building a new system for crypto. And after 6 months of study and trial and error, it was time to put my theories to test. This was the birth of the quantum cipher method. That year, I turned $20,000 into 1.7 million. Literally just trading 1 day per week. Quantum Cipher uses a 10-pattern market cycle system that identifies explosive patterns at specific points of the market cycle, allowing me not only to call the bottoms, but also call the tops. While all the biggest crypto influencers were telling you to buy at the bull market top of 2021, I had learned, just as I did in 2008, that everything crashes eventually. But those crashes are exactly where the biggest profits are made. After calling the top and implementing my system again, I turned $80,000 into 1.4 million in just 30 days on a real, actual broker, which was Bybit. So at this point, my dream of making 7 figures in a year had finally come true. I did it traveling, stress-free, without chasing get-rich-quick schemes, without clocking into New York or London sessions. Quantum Cipher basically removes all the guesswork. It tells you exactly where to set traps for these retail sheep. Your buy, stop loss, and TP. The system tells you exactly where to put those things. So you can just live your life and you just check your phone occasionally to see how things are going. Now today, I can finally say I'm truly happy and living stress-free. I just built this villa here in Bali that I personally designed and I moved in. I also built 2 down the way here as well. I've also invested trading profits into incredible businesses like my restaurant here in Bali, Sunday Kitchen, and I also just invested in Omni Wellness Club, the largest luxury biohacking gym in Indonesia. Quantum Cipher didn't just change my trading, it literally transformed my life. Now, I've also implemented Quantum Cipher into forex, trading just 1 day per week using quantum flow indicators that track hedge funds buying and selling. Listen, if you're trapped in anxiety, frustration, and losses, Quantum Cipher is your real, proven path to freedom in trading crypto and forex. Trust me. If I can do this, you absolutely can too. Now let me show you something powerful, something real traders understand deeply. It's called the Millionaire market cycle. Most traders lose money because they're always chasing the next big thing, jumping from strategy to strategy, hoping for a miracle. Does that sound like you right now? But here's the secret. True success doesn't come from chasing. It comes from anticipating the market's next move. With Quantum Cipher, you'll clearly understand exactly where you are in the market cycle and exactly what moves to make next. Quantum Cipher consists of a 10-pattern crypto market cycle framework. The system tells you exactly where we are in the cycle and exactly what patterns work best for that part of the cycle. And when crypto slows down, that's where Quantum Edge Forex system comes into play. We use proprietary TradingView indicators that tell you exactly where hedge funds and institutions are going to push price next. Rather than FOMO chasing like a retail sheep, we simply track the footprints of the biggest players like Bridgewater and Citadel and follow in their footsteps. With Quantum Cipher, you'll become a godlike systems trader. No more guessing, no more stress, just predictable, repeatable, consistent profit. All right, let's get brutally honest. Why do most traders keep losing money? I've been there. I know exactly what you're doing wrong. Number 1, traders rely too heavily on mainstream methods. You've probably tried them. ICT, SMC, moving averages, RSI, MACD. But guess what? There's zero edge in these methods anymore. They've gone viral. Every sheep trader out there is trying to use them. So ask yourself, have you actually made consistent profits with these strategies? Of course not. That's why you're still here watching this video. Number 2, short-term scalping and day trading without a structured plan. This obsession leads straight into emotional trading, panic, anxiety, and impulsive decisions that destroy your trading account fast. And 3, following flashy social media traders and discords, these gurus selling dreams are marketers, not traders. Most secretly own these offshore brokers, booking your trades, manipulating your account to keep your money. I've lived this nightmare myself. Quantum Cipher eliminates all of these mistakes. It's structured, disciplined, and tracks real institutional money flow. No guessing, no anxiety, just predictable, stress-free profits. Now look, I could talk all day, but results matter most. Quantum Cipher isn't just theory, it's battle tested and proven. I have countless video testimonials from students who have gone through the Quantum Cipher program and an entire vault of students sharing screenshots of their profits in our private mentor groups. All stress-free profits without having to stare at the computer all day. These aren't isolated cases, they're standard outcomes. Quantum Cipher is the real deal. Consistent results, real profits, real freedom. Now, you've seen clearly why conventional trading methods fail. You've seen exactly how Quantum Cipher positions you for true success. But this is only the beginning. In the next video, I'll reveal the exact Quantum Cipher blueprint. You'll see clearly how you can consistently anticipate market moves instead of chasing them. Imagine waking up, calmly placing trades, knowing they're gonna be profitable. Picture yourself checking your profits, stress-free, excited, confident, finally trading the right way. So don't miss this crucial next step. Click the link below right now and watch video number 2 and discover exactly how Quantum Cipher will transform your trading, your finances, and your entire life. I'll see you guys on the other side. Watch the next video right now.